What's happening, everyone? Welcome to GBALL VISION. Today we are doing a unboxing, but this is a special unboxing because I have my daughter here with me. Say hi.
Hi.
So we are going to get into this package. I did order it from Amazon. We'll go ahead and use the new Kershaw blur that I just opened, and it is an assisted Kershaw, but it's USA made with 14C28N, part of the Walmart under $100 starting an EDC video that I just recently did. So we'll go ahead and get into this guy. This is a newer item from this company. And here we go. So this is a CJRB, and it is one of their newer models. Go ahead. It is a 2-stage box, and it has a zipper pouch in it. You get your Celica packet. We'll move the box out of the way. So you get a 2-stage box, a zipper pouch, and you get your knife. Yeah, the pouch is nice and soft on the inside. So we'll move that all out of the way. Comes very well packaged now from CJRB, even their base models. So this is the CJRB Chord, and nice and centered.
Move that out of the way.
I been interested in CJRB's button locks because they've done a phenomenal job since the inception of their button locks, which was a White Mountain Knives exclusive. They did the button lock feldspar, and in my opinion, it was a phenomenal button lock. It was a phenomenal EDC knife. They knocked it out of the park. The plunge lock was done very well. Very strong plunge lock, no issues with it. And since then, I have 3 or 4 CJRB button locks. Not a single one has had an issue. I can't say that for any other company. Civivi, Kaiser, Vosteed, ProTech, all of them companies have had at least one knife that was a button lock fail. CJRB, I have not experienced that yet. This one came nice and centered. This is coming in their powder metallurgy AR PM9 steel. Green micarta scales. And what I really liked about the looks of this one is it has a flipper tab and it has dual thumb studs. If you remember the Pyrite, that only had thumb studs. The Echo was just a hole. The Warney Pyrite was just a hole. So on this one, you have dual deployments plus your button lock. So what do you think of these green scales here? Feel them.
Ooh, that feels good.
Feels good?
Yeah.
You think it looks good?
Yeah.
They did, so they have
Fish that we caught earlier.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that fish, huh?
Yeah.
We went fishing earlier and caught some fish. So they did a contrast here where the hardware for the body screws is all blacked out along with the pocket clip, but then they did a satin pivot screw and a satin button. But they did an anodized black pivot collar, which I think looks really good. That micarta is even better
And that one.
than the Echo. You can see a big difference. And this knife just came out as well, like last month. But this one's nice and furry. That one's a little smoother. Still a little furry, but this one seems to be better.
Oh my gosh.
Which one do you think's better, the micarta?
It's hard.
Hard to decide, isn't it?
Yeah, they both feel really good. All right.
So let's open it up. Kind of weak.
Whoa.
That feels pretty light. So you definitely have to give the flipper, well, you definitely have to give the flipper some gas. The thumb studs, it's definitely tuned for the thumb studs. The flipper, it feels a little light. If you push button it, it'll fly out. The light switch though, you really gotta give it something. The thumb studs though, it's tuned very well for. I like the profile. You have a nice drop point blade with a swedge going to the tip, a flat up here. They keep the branding pretty minimal. They have just the CJRB up there, and it's nice and small, out of the way, not on the center of the blade. They do recess the button there. Easy to depress. The action's very good as far as the closing action is concerned. Very smooth on the close. So I don't know if cleaning this, you know, we could disassemble it in a separate video, of course, and see if we can get that tuned for the flipper tab. It's not bad. It's definitely lighter, which is weird because the thumb studs are nice and stout. Like, very good. The flipper, though, on the other hand, it feels like a totally different knife. When you use the thumb studs, it's nice and crisp. You have some good resistance. But the flipper tab, it just don't feel like you have quite the resistance that you do with the thumb studs. They do give you a nice stonewash blade here. Very reminiscent of the Pyrite. I'm wondering why they did their logo. Well, I guess they didn't have room here. But see, I'm used to CJRB doing theirs down lower to the tang and all next to the scales. I don't mind that so much up here where it is. It's clean, out of the way, and then you don't see any other branding anywhere else. You do have your steel marking there on the back, on the clip side. ARRPM 9, which is their powder metallurgy steel. I still don't understand why them companies are putting the item number or whatever number they continue to put on these. The good thing is I don't see made in China anywhere. And they didn't do that with this either. J1925, J1927. So those are definitely model numbers, I'm guessing, or some sort of item number. They did recess the screws on the pocket clip. The pocket clip is not recessed though, and they do that so the show side will remain clean, and it does. It remains clean. You can reverse the clip, and you have plenty of room in there to put this in and out of pocket with no issues. I have not had a single issue with any of these. Now I did change the pocket clip on this one and the Warney Pyrite to titanium pocket clips, but that was just mainly for aesthetics. The clip that comes on these knives, which is all the same clip, this one here, it works very well. It looks good, especially for a budget-ended knife. I think this hovers right around 65 bucks or so. And you can see the size difference there. It's quite a bit bigger than the Pyrite and the drop point Pyrite, which are both the same size. The Echo, on the other hand, it's bigger than the Echo as well. And the Echo is a touch bigger than the Pyrites. So you have potentially three sizes of button locks here. I do like the size of this one. You can definitely get a nice, comfortable purchase on it. You have a indentation here to a swell to an indentation, and then it flares here, which will, it kind of forces you into this grip here. But I would say that it's a pretty comfortable grip. And you can come back here as well. You can choke up. They do give you some nice thick jimping up here. Seems like it's going to work very well. I was going to say, I don't remember the jimping being like that on any of these other ones. So they definitely changed their jimping from these models to this one, because these were a little finer. This is a little more heavier duty. I don't know. Yeah. See, with the Pyrites, they kept it a little thinner. This is a lot wider. And they both have their pros. I don't know. I think I might like these wider jimps for this purpose. Especially not being a front flipper. When it's a front flipper, I definitely prefer really fine jimps. You can get the Echo in a button lock. I went with the liner lock for this one. I do plan on getting a button lock version at some point. Some sort of exclusive. But the Chord, I was asked to do a video on it, and I decided I like the looks of it. And I do like it. I'm going to take it apart and see if I can tune that flipper tab just a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. The thumb studs, though, guys, are tuned very well. There's a nice amount of resistance. And that button works phenomenal. You have a nice, there's no stick. Nice audible click there. Definitely a good looking knife. I like the lines of it. What do you think of this one there, Bubba? You think it looks good?
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
So out of these ones, which one do you like the most out of these three?
If I have to choose, I think it would be,
I'm just saying, which one do you like the looks of the most?
I think this one.
You like this one? Yeah,
Yeah.
well, a lot of people like this one.
Yeah, because the edges are black and this is black. And
It looks nice and clean, huh?
yeah, and it's nice, like,
Smooth.
yeah.
That's steel.
It feels like really good. And
Careful on the edge there.
This
Careful
feels
on the
good,
edge.
and this feels amazing.
Yeah, it's nice and smooth.
Cause
That's steel.
it really like is like really soft and smooth. And my second favorite is
What's your overall opinion on this one?
I think like the feel, because it like feels like a scales, and it feels good.
It's nice and furry, but it's a little
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
Would you recommend
Kinda like
someone to look
bumpy.
at this one, to take a look at it? Consider getting one?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to... Why don't you go snag me a piece of magazine paper over there,
Okay.
and we'll do a little cut test with it and see how they sent the edge. Right here, sweetie. Under the notebook. Right there, there's some ripped up pieces. Yep. So we'll see how old CJRB sent their edge, which they do a pretty good job.
I'm excited.
They do a good job with it.
Whoa.
And this
That's
is no
cool.
exception. They typically do a very good job with their edges, and this is no exception.
That's so cool. How does it cut that good?
Well, they
Like
put,
1 second, it's gone.
yeah, they put a good edge on it. If you don't whiff the
If
cut.
if I have the gift with something, I think it would be a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. The only thing that I was let down about, really, and it's not that bad, is the flipper tab. That leaves a little to be desired.
Yeah, because it's kind of a little hard to lift up, like.
No, it's not hard.
Thingy.
It's not hard to lift up, but it's
Like slowly, it like comes up slowly.
yeah.
But if you do
The thumb
from
studs.
the back thing, you can do it easier.
Well, that's easier, but it comes out really slow, like you
I
said.
know.
The thumb studs work very well, though.
Daddy, would you want to measure it?
No, we'll do that. Well, we can give them one measurement quick.
Okay. So, it is
3.5 inches on the blade.
8 inches, 4 inches.
Nope, 8.25 inches.
Oh, 8.
So it's definitely a good size. We're gonna do a video. We'll take it apart, do a disassembly. We'll do a separate video, do a full overview of this guy, get all kinds of specs on it. I'm gonna carry it a little bit, and we'll see what it's all about. Let's test that plunge too.
It's not breaking or
Nope.
anything.
That definitely passes the test, guys. So there's
Okay, I changed my mind about the score. I give it 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. All right, guys, that'll do it. If you are here and you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know what you think of this guy. Otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.